Praise the Lord. Welcome to a daily broadcast, the Word of Faith. So today we are going to conclude on the Feast of Israel. Okay, so for the past weeks we have done a series on the 7 Feasts of Israel. Now today I'm just going to wind up with a summary and the gist of what this is all about. Okay, so we are going to conclude the series this week. Now the summary of the 7 Feasts of Israel. Now please understand, these feasts are Jewish festivals. Look at what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 5. Therefore let us keep the feast. Let us keep the feast does not mean we have to follow the Jewish rituals. Now for example, the Jews celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles by putting up booths, I showed you, with temporary structures. That does not mean we have to do that. Some have taken this literally and they started celebrating Jewish festivals. That is not what the Bible teaches. Please understand, we are in the New Testament. That was in the Old Covenant. Okay, now there's a hairline difference here. I'm going to speak about that. That means the Jewish festivals are temporary rules which ended and fulfilled in Jesus Christ. I'll repeat that again. The Jewish festivals are temporary rules. Okay, they are a shadow of things to come which ended in Jesus Christ. You understand this? So the message is about Jesus Christ in the 7th feast of the Feast of Israel. Now, please understand this. Some have gone literally and said we have to follow this because this is written in the Bible. Look at what Paul said in Colossians 2:16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of holiday or in the new moon or in the Sabbath days, which are the shadows of things to come, but the body is Christ. You see this? So, the 7th Feast of Israel, they are shadows of things to come. So, they were prophetically speaking about Jesus Christ. You understand this? So, please understand, we are not supposed to go back to the law again. We are not supposed to go back to Old Testament rituals again after Christ has fulfilled that. After we are in the New Testament, New Covenant under grace, we cannot go back to that old. They are in the Bible. God gave them. Understand? Don't deny that. They are holy and they have a meaning for that. But that does not mean we have to follow those rituals. Okay, so look at what happened to the church of Galatians. Galatians 3:1. O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Jesus Christ has been evidently set forth, crucifying among you? Okay, now, are you so foolish? Galatians 3:3. Are you so foolish, having begun in the spirit, now you are made perfect by the flesh? What he's saying here is, the Jewish believers, they believed in Jesus, they accepted Jesus, okay, they are born again, they are baptized, and there are some Jewish preachers who came and said, you have to do both. You have to have circumcision like the Old Testament, okay, that's a sign of the covenant. So so Paul had to address this in the church of Galatia. This is where the problem lies. See, I love Israel. I am for Israel. You understand this? But at the same time, I'm a new covenant preacher. I believe in the grace. Okay? The law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. So, the law was fulfilled in Jesus Christ. That does not mean I don't read the Old Testament. I read the Old Testament. That does not mean I don't have reverence for the Old Testament. I have reverence for the Old Testament. But that is fulfilled. The law is full, not the entire Old Testament. The law in the sense is what God gave in Exodus, Deuteronomy. You understand this? But there are so many prophecies in the Old Testament have to be fulfilled. Okay, so we have to be very careful. We have to follow the feast but not keep the rituals, and it is fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Okay, God bless you.